friends, and today we are going to be reading First Day Critter Jitters. Alrighty friends, so this says First Day Critter Jitters. Based off of the front of the book, you see some of the critters saying things like yikes, gulp. Based off of those words, what do you think that the book is going to be about? Good job. So that might mean that the critters are a little bit nervous for their first day of school. Let's get into the book and see what they're nervous about. Am I nervous about the first day of school? I mean, sure. After all, have you ever seen how slowly sloths walk? Like, I probably should have left yesterday. I will get to school on time. I will get to school. How many more times do I have to write this? 998. Trust me, you don't want to be late on the first day of school. Why am I pacing back and forth? I'll tell you why. I literally spent all of last night and this morning trying to get a backpack onto my body. Guess what? It didn't work, dude. So looking at this picture, you see that the snake is trying to get the backpack obviously onto his body, and the backpack isn't going on, but he's able to get other things on his body. How come the snake can't get the backpack on his body? Good job. Yeah, he doesn't have arms to go through the armholes, and snakes can be a little bit slippery, so I'm sure anytime he tries to put it on, it just slides right off. Oh, how will I carry my art supplies? Where will I put my stuff? Why am I so anxious? Because they're bigger than me. Who's they? All of them. Okay, boys and girls, so whenever the mouse says that he is anxious, what does anxious mean? Yeah, that's right. So anxious can mean that you're sometimes a little bit nervous, how you can get the butterflies in your belly whenever you're a little bit nervous. That's what anxious means. And then on this page, we can just see how small the mouse is compared to all the other critters. So even compared to the bunny, a bear, a fox, that mouse is real tiny down there. And he says, gulp. Am I tense? Yeah, I haven't really spent a great deal of time outside of the pouch, to be quite honest. So this is going to be new for me. Also, I'm cold, and I miss my mom. Maybe next year I'll be ready. I'm feeling skittish. Here's why. I have a tendency to repeat things that other animals say. Like, one time, somebody said to me, "Please stop talking, just this once." Then I kept repeating, "Please stop talking, just this once. Please stop talking, just this once. Please stop talking, just this once. Please stop talking." Hey, you cut in line. 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 I have a feeling this is not gonna fly at school. I worry that I won't be able to see the chalkboard. How big are chalkboards, by the way? So looking at the pictures on this page, on the book it says "Once upon a time," and the words are really, really big. So just based off the pictures, what conclusions can you make that shows that that critter may not be able to see so good? Yeah, that's right. If you look at his face, his eyeballs are so, so, so small. So it's probably really hard to see out of those, so he's a little bit concerned that he won't be able to see the chalkboard whenever he gets to school. Me? Well, as you can see, I'm not coming out. Can't I just dream about school instead? I have a lot of energy, like a lot of energy. So, what if I'm in class and I want to hop around, but I just have to sit still instead? I just have so much energy. And then in this picture, the teacher is saying, time out. What critter do you think is getting put in timeout in this picture? That's very correct. That little bunny that has all the energy. So, yeah, I've already been traveling towards the bus stop for 20 minutes, and I'm still at my front door. I should really learn how to ride a bike. Sheesh. Bye-bye, backpack. Bye-bye, lunch. Bye-bye, art supplies. I'm exhausted. Aren't I supposed to be hibernating right now? Can't stop hopping. So much energy. Can't stop hopping. So much energy. Can't stop hopping. So much. My eyelids won't stop closing. I'm almost to the sidewalk. I can do this. Just a few more blocks to go. Yeah, feel the burn. Right now, my mom and I would be reading a book together and drinking hot chocolate with marshmallows. Do buses have hot chocolate? And all the critters sigh. And sigh on the bus. And sigh again in the classroom. And all the critters are looking at the door and they gulp. Now, why would be the reasoning that all the critters are looking at the door and take a big gulp? Are they nervous? That is right. They are probably very nervous to meet their teacher. Excuse me, do you know what that rock is doing up there? Hello? Anybody home? Maybe it's sleeping. I mean, I get it. Oh, yes. Good morning, everybody. I'm your, teacher, Mr. Sherwood. Whoa, did that rock just start talking? It's a talking rock. Ah, I'm no rock. As you'll see once I'm unfurled, I'm actually an armadillo. But I think I'm going to remain in this ball shape, at least for a little bit. That's, sort of how I roll. No pun intended, when I'm nervous. You're nervous? But we're nervous. Well, yes. I feel a bit silly about this, but I have plenty to be nervous about. The truth is, I'm rather forgetful. What if I can't remember all your names? What if I forget the last thing I said? What if I can't recall where I put the chalk? Don't worry, Mr. Sherwood. I may be a tiny mouse, but I have the memory of an elephant. And I'll help you remember our names using a mnemonic device. For example, my name is Chauncey, and I like cheese. See how that works? And I'll repeat everything you say, even when you don't want me to. See how that works? See how that works? And I'll be on chalk duty. Mr. Sherwood, you have to come out of that ball. I am so excited about everything you have to teach us. I could barely contain myself. Listen, Mr. Sherwood, I know how you feel. Sometimes it feels safer in the pouch or ball. But we're all in this together. Yes, I suppose you're right. Thank you, everybody. I'm feeling much better already. Now, how about the mnemonic device? Charlie, was it? My name's Nellie, and I like naps. You can share my textbook. And then in the bottom picture there, eating lunch, and the bear goes, munch, munch, munch. Looking at these pictures, do you think that the animals are still nervous about their first day? That is right. Yeah, no, they do not look nervous at all anymore. They are actually helping each other out. The snake is helping the mouse get up to the pencil sharpener, and they look like they're getting along just fine. The teacher let me sit in the front row, and the chalkboard was clear. I just saw a hummingbird. He's the same size as me. I somehow managed to stay awake, so far, and I guess my backpack wasn't that important. I sat still, at least for a little while, and now it's recess, so I can run around a lot. Being out of the pouch isn't so scary after all. Being out of the pouch isn't so scary after all. Being out of the pouch isn't so scary after all. Being out of the pouch. I taught my first class, and it went pretty well. Nice. We did it. Nice. Hi. Am I late? Well, there's always tomorrow. And I have an idea. The next day. Now looking at this, you are missing this snake that had an idea on the previous page. What do you think his idea was? Let's find out. Wee, says the sloth. So it doesn't look like he will be late anymore. I hope you guys enjoyed this story and enjoy the rest of your day.